My name is Rod Marsh, and I'm very happy to be the moderator here for the All Candidates meeting. We've got a fantastic group, a large group of candidates for the Mayor's Office, for Council, and the school trustees here today. We're starting just a little bit late, and I just have a few introductions that I need to make before we get going. First of all, thank you very much to the Bowen Island Municipality and particularly Cassie Grundy and Kathy Lalonde for both financially supporting this All Candidates meeting and their help in organizing it. There's been, the heart of this session is the questions that are asked of the candidates, which gives you the chance to listen to what they have to say and how they speak. There's not a lot of time. And there's a lot of issues. So what we've come up with is a format that can go over that. Not every candidate will be able to answer every issue, and we won't be taking any questions from the floor. Our questions have been sent in by email through the solicitation and the undercurrent, and you had a chance to ask a few questions or write out questions this morning as well. I think we've got a good wide range. So. Further to the introductions, the Bowen Islands Arts Council, the Bowen Island Improvement Association, and the Eco Alliance groups, who are all very interested in politics on Bowen Island, have had some of their members help out in the organization. We really, and particularly I as the moderator, look at this as an impartial job. It's really up to the candidates and for you to bring out the issues. But I do need to say a few individuals' names because they've been very helpful. Of course, Jacqueline Massey and Hans Beam from the Arts Council, Jack Little from the Bowen Island Improvement Association, or sorry, from the Eco Alliance, my mistake. And then we had Gail, well, let me list the people who vetted the questions, just so you know, in all disclosure. That was Hans Beam, Gail Stevenson, Jack Little, Rondi Dyke, and myself. I feel like I'm missing someone. Who did I miss? Peter Frinton. Yes, very helpful and anchoring the end of the table. And one other thanks, just to give before we get going, is for childminding Devin McLeod, who also has a table at the entrance here. So if any of you have children in at the daycare, thank you very much for Devin. And for the food and organizing, Susanna Brond, and of course provided by the Snug Cafe. I think that's the list. And I won't trouble you with that at the end again, because I know we'll have lots to cover here. So this is what I see the agenda as being. We are going to hear from the school trustees right off the bat. We won't be asking them questions. We're just giving them 2 minutes. And we've got quite a number of them out here. Not everyone really knows or thinks about the school trustees as part of our municipal election with so many local government issues at play. But of course, very important that we hear from these people and we know who it is who are looking after and looking out for our children. So we'll be doing that, listening to each one of them just for a couple minutes. And then we'll give some time, just 3 minutes each to the mayoral candidates, and then another 2 minutes each to each of the council candidates to say their basic platform and introduce themselves. After that, it's all question and answer, which is quite dynamic. So again, thank you for submitting your questions. Thank you for coming. Please hold on to your seats, listen to what people have to say, and hopefully you walk away with getting to know all these people, these great people that are out here on their own time and interested in our community. So then without delaying, let's get Jim Boyd, school candidate, trustee candidate, just at the end of the stage there. Jim, you can go ahead when you're ready.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for inviting me here. I name is Jim Bowen, and I'm looking to seek your vote to elect me to school trustee. I believe in education as a lifelong activity, and I have a science background as treasurer of Science Tracy University for 21 years, and an MBA in chartered accounting.
Can't hear you.
Just hold that mic quite close.
I feel I have the excellent experience to serve as your trustee. I was also a trustee on the SFU Board of Governors Faculty Pension Plan, which corresponds to fiduciary responsibilities of school trustee. School trustees must bring a range of skills, experience, knowledge, beliefs to serve as your trustee. This diversity ensures board processes are democratic, contributing to good decision making. And diversity helps trustees balance the interests of the broader community with those within education. The Board of Trustees' fiduciary role requires more than just individual interests. My financial experience will leverage these broader issues. I'm worried about chronic underfunding, the Province BC. There's facilities issues that need deferred maintenance to be taken care of. We have too much dependence on international students as a source of tuition fees, and there's declining enrollment all over the North Shore, although in West End is somewhat offset by other district students. And there's a lot of competition in private school, and I really feel that the school district should be doing a lot more in the way of marketing and advertising on the lines of private schools so that we can try to capture some of those numbers back. And there's kind of a lack of a viable trades program.
Just 10 seconds.
Okay. I offer a fresh set of eyes to enrich governance. I have a proven portfolio, ability to evaluate, and abundant time. And I have complete understanding of future roles of me with my appropriate experience, creative ideas, integrity, professionalism, work effectively for you and your children. When you invest in teachers, you invest in students. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Next, we have Carolyn Brody.
Hello. Engage, educate, excel. My name is Carolyn Brody, and I believe that those three words could be the foundation for a strong framework, ensuring that we provide the finest education possible for students throughout our district. Engaged students greatly enhance their chances of success, whether they continue on to university or college or pursue careers in the skilled trades. I believe that if we find a way to engage every child, from our youngest students to our English language learners, from students with special needs to those that excel, that we will ensure they have the best educational experience possible. I am proud to be part of a board that approved the creation of Outside 45, which now in its third year encourages our students to partner with community members on the island, adding to an enhanced outdoor education component to our curriculum. A board that values and appreciates the essential role the community school plays on the island. Over the past term, we have worked to enhance our relationship with the municipality and the community school coordinator, and are proud to have signed a new joint use agreement, ensuring we continue to protect and enhance the important role BICS plays in island life. We have the highest achieving school district in the province, and we need to ensure our students are learning the skills needed to work and thrive in the 21st century. But perhaps most critically, we need to engage with our students, our parents, and our educators to repair and rebuild relationships after 2 prolonged periods of job action. I believe that it is crucial that our local board advocates provincially to ensure critical steps are taken to fix a broken bargaining system. As vice chair of the board, I know that we need to continue to manage our funding in a fiscally prudent manner. With 85% of our budget going to salaries and benefits, we need to ensure our focus remains the classroom and the important issue of class composition. We need a cohesive and collaborative board that encourages innovation and academic excellence, and I ask for your support on November 15th so that I can help ensure we continue to provide excellence in education for all our children. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn. Nicole Brown.
Sorry, we've stolen your seat, haven't we? Well, good afternoon, Bowen Island. My name is Nicole Brown, and I'm a longtime resident of West Vancouver, and I'm a passionate supporter of our public schools. I'm actually a product of SD45, as I graduated from Sentinel High School not so long ago in 1988, and I now have 2 young children attending elementary school at École Pauline Johnson. I've been PAC chair at the school for the past 2 years, and I've also been active on the district PAC executive. I have a degree in political science from UBC, and I worked for Rogers Media doing marketing and sales of their online research services for K-12 schools and public libraries across Canada. Over the past decade, I've been very involved with the West Vancouver Memorial Library as a trustee on the library board and later chair of the Library Foundation. I ran all major fundraisers between 2008 and 2012 and recently won the district's 2014 award for civic commitment. So I care deeply about the community I live in and the communities that I work with. And public schools, like public libraries, are an integral part of any thriving community. BIX most definitely fits this description. I visited Bowen many times, but only recently was able to tour BIX thanks to the wonderful Jane Kellett, who will be missed after her 12 years of excellent service. And it was wonderful to see this great community school in action. Clearly, this space is a central hub that all the citizens on the island use. Families rely on BIX to provide an excellent educational experience for their young children, and the larger community is able to access the recreation facilities, kitchen, and multipurpose room as well. My understanding is that expansion of the sports field, the new turf, and washroom upgrades took place last council term, and that BIX and the municipality work closely with the school district. The next phase may be the development of a community campus. I would say that SD45 would once again welcome the opportunity to work with our partners on Bowen Island if residents decide to move forward on this project.
That's time.
Oh, thank you. Just my,
Thank you.
just saying that there's always areas where improvements can and should be made, but overall the students of Bowen Island, Lions Bay, and West Vancouver are part of a strong public education system. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. And Sheila Donahue we have coming up next.
Thank you. I'm Sheila Donahue, and you can learn more about me at sheiladonahue.com or the District of West Vancouver candidate section of the website. I've been a dedicated, active, and engaged advocate for public education for many years. I've served on many school and school district committees during the past 7 years, and last year was District Parent Advisory Council Chair. I served on the District Technology Committee for 2 years, was Rockridge PAC co-chair for 2 years, and a member of the School Planning Council for 3 years at Glen Eagles. During the past year, I've attended school district finance and facilities and human resources meetings and participated in the 2013 hiring process for school administrators. Since becoming DPAC chair, I've attended all but one Board of Education meeting. I have a good relationship with senior administrative staff and teachers and members of both our employee associations. I believe I'm well prepared to shoulder the responsibility and committee work that comes along with being elected to the Board of Education. My vision as a Board of Education trustee candidate is to ensure that each and every child's potential can be nurtured in an environment that respects and honors community expectations and personal differences in learning styles and aptitudes, while supplying teachers and staff with the resources they need in a fiscally responsible manner. In addition to my work as a volunteer in the public education system, I've been very active in the sports community and have come to know many Bowen Island families through hockey and baseball. I recognize that although Bowen Island is part of the West Vancouver School District, there is a unique relationship between the school and the community, and differing demographics and transportation needs set it apart from the rest of the school district. As a trustee candidate, I promise to serve your community with integrity, dedication, and enthusiasm, and continue to uphold the tradition of excellence in public education on Bowen Island. I would like to ask for your vote on November 15th. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheila. Next, we have Peter Dorsman.
Hello, my name is Peter Dorsman. I'm running for school trustee in the West Vancouver district. And I've got one thing in common with all of you here, and that is the very simple fact that I don't live in West Vancouver. I live in Lions Bay, and I've lived there for 15 years after a career in an international career that took me from my native Holland to Great Britain, then Hong Kong, and I've settled here on these beautiful shores with my wife, and we have 2 children in the school system. And over the last 15 years, I've been active not only in the community as vice chair of the K-Meek Center, but also as a PAC chair, and served on many community committees in Lions Bay and West Vancouver, And in my day-to-day life, I work in the technology sector with software companies and biotech companies and clean tech companies, and hoping to create a better tomorrow through technology. So my background has given me a great perspective on education, and I was just talking to someone about, well, what is education going to look like in this century? We live longer, there's globalization, there's technology, there's less funding, it's an uncertain world. So I want to ensure that what we have in West Vancouver, Bowen Island, and Lions Bay, we're going to create something better that allows us to prepare the next generation for this uncertain world. Resilient, creative, and persistent individuals, that's what we need from our students. And I think we've got the framework, and I think we need to build on that for this uncertain future. On top, that's the key part of my platform. The other parts are sort of financial stability, looking for alternative revenue sources, working to find consensus again in the area of labor relations, where we had two very difficult strike situations. And originally as a Dutchman, I come from a culture of consensus, and I want to bring consensus back into the system. My fourth point is working with municipal authorities, municipal organizations to create partnerships that help strengthen education. And my last point, and that is a very important one, is to maintain the great scale that we have now. We don't want to merge with other school districts. We don't want to close smaller schools, because we know having a smaller scale and be close to the community, as you here in Bowen Island is so evident, is the key to delivering a great educational experience to the next generation. So maintaining scale, I hope I can count you. We'll be here again on Wednesday night for the PAC meeting at the school at 6:30, and I'd love to talk to you, and I hope I can count on your vote, and I'm always open for questions. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Peter. And Irene Lachère.
Thank you. Absolutely delighted to be here. I've lived in West Vancouver with my family for 19 years. I have 4 children, 3 of whom are still in public education. We've always gone to our neighborhood schools. I started serving in those schools when my last entered kindergarten, and I haven't stopped yet. At the elementary and high school levels, School Planning Council and PAC Chair. At the district level, sitting as a director on the executive of the District Parent Council for 4 years, 2 of those as president, leading the District Parent Finance Committee to make changes in our budget, in our international student budget, that saved us tens of thousands of dollars. There's 3 things I stand for, and I'm going to look after for you. The first is people. That means lots and lots of listening. Listening to our students, they're the focus. Listening to the parents and their families, they're their biggest supporters and know them best. Our educators, the teachers, and the stakeholders. The second thing I want to look after is the content. That's what we teach and how we teach it. There's a lot of change going on. That's never going to stop. Some things don't. Those are our foundational skills. That's going to remain a focus of mine. Deep readers, great communicators, people strong in mathematics. The last I'm going to take a look at is the money part. Like most of you guys, there just never seems to be enough. That means knowing our educational commitments and priorities as clearly as possible and remaining allegiance to them. 2 things I noticed about the notices, actually one most important thing I noticed about the notices for this meeting and the PAC meeting, it said child care available. That means you guys watch each other's back. I promise to do that. I'll be at your back. Vote Irene Lachère. Thank you.
Thank you, Irene. And the last school trustee that we have to speak today is David Stevenson.
My name is Dave Stevenson, and I'm here to ask for your vote for your Board of Education. I've been on the board 21 years. I would be remiss if I didn't give my personal thanks to Jane Kellett. Jane served the community for 12 years. When Jane first ran, Bowen Island gave Jane over 1,000 votes, and the other trustees combined got 90. I want to tell you that you can vote for 5 of us. I'm a counselor and manager of student services at BCC. I'm proud to have served this board for 21 years. I believe strongly in public education and understand that my role is to act effectively and strategically for the entire community with the needs of students at the forefront. 4 planks that I believe in. 1, I'm going to continue to focus on the needs of students and their achievement. We are first and foremost in the teaching and learning business. We incrementally improve our teaching to support the success and achievement of each of our students. 2, I will continue to advocate at the board table for programs that meet the unique challenges with innovative solutions, like Outdoor 45. I will add my voice to reform the labor contracting process. Public education is too important not to fix the problem. And finally, I will work hard to continue the history of working together as a collaborative board to create the best solutions for students. I want to ask for your support to continue making our schools the best place for students. I serve with heart and intellect. I know students, I know education, I know our community. I'm ready to serve School District 45. My name is Dave Stevenson. Please cast one vote for me on November 15th. Thank you very much.